So I don't know if anybody else has noticed this the same way that I have. I obviously dive deep into Cardano every day, the ecosystem, fundamentals, obviously ADA price, volume, different metrics, things like that. And ADA and Cardano have actually gotten to this point of being extremely healthy, which might sound kind of strange, but there's been these areas that people have tried to dog ADA and Cardano about before that have really shifted in a big way. And I want to talk about this as well as something that the Cardano Foundation is doing to actually help promote the Cardano ecosystem as well. So if you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, hit that bell again. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So right now, just for a little context, the time is 6:31 Central Standard Time, AM, and ADA price is trying to determine its direction for the day. As far as price over the last 24 hours, we saw some overnight dumping a day ago. Then we saw some US buying up prices up. Then we saw overseas buying prices up further and then selling off a little bit. And now we're trying to wait and see, does the US money today align with what it did yesterday buying, or do we get a little bit of selling, maybe a little shakeout in the market? We'll have to wait and see as the day goes on. But what I found very interesting in terms of ADA is the huge increase in activity. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but when we were looking at ADA all the way back before November, we had days of trading volume, maybe around $100 million or so. Some days less than that, some days slightly more than that, but it was pretty quiet for a while there. There wasn't really a whole lot going on. But then we had this nice burst of excitement, this surge that we typically see around that time in the market cycle. And ADA's gotten to this point where it's consistently between, $1 to $2 billion in daily trading volume. A very good sign, a very big sign of life when it comes to ADA. I know a lot of people have talked about ADA being dead. But what's interesting about this is we saw this exact same thing happen last market cycle. For example, taking a look at, these kind of days in terms of ADA, basically early part of January, flattening out from these pumps, we were consistently around $1 to $2 billion in daily trading volume. Very consistent theme for ADA from last market cycle to this market cycle. And right now it's just happening at higher prices. And what this means is that as ADA starts to run into March, April, May, much higher times of excitement in the market, we may see ADA run to that, 4, 5, $10 billion in daily trading volume, again, happening at higher prices. And the reason why I'm saying it's going to happen at higher prices, if we think about how much ADA is actually available in the market, what's available on exchanges, there is less and less and less. Again, this consistent theme of removal that we've talked about time and time again, it's really limiting the available supply for those that are new who are coming into the market or getting into ADA for the first time and are here already. So this is a very strong sign about this upward trajectory that we talk about. It's a very quote unquote healthy sign for ADA as a whole to see this level of consistency. And in fact, when we look across the crypto market, we can see that this trading volume more closely aligns with where ADA's at from a market cap standpoint. That was one of the biggest complaints people had. You had other assets around ADA that were much higher in terms of daily trading volume, and then ADA was just kind of blah. There wasn't a whole lot happening. The excitement has finally reached ADA, and we're finally starting to see this impact price in a big way. That's a very strong sign. But some other signs have been very good for Cardano as well. We've obviously seen, massive development take place within the Cardano ecosystem. In 2024, we saw over 100,000 new smart contracts launched within Cardano. We're seeing this ecosystem map continue to expand, more dApps and projects launched all the time. And obviously now these discussions about, big stable coins coming to the Cardano ecosystem, these are all big deals. These are rounding everything out and creating this healthy ecosystem. And what's interesting is I actually stumbled across something coming from the Cardano Foundation that is actually going to help promote and accelerate the Cardano ecosystem further. So they're actually launching this pilot program called the Venture Hub. And what this is actually going to do is this is going to assist projects building on Cardano with personalized guidance, technical expertise, and curated support. So this is essentially like an incubator, like an incubator, but not an incubator, right? Now, this is different from the Catalyst Fund. As you guys know, the Catalyst Fund is more geared towards providing funds for some of these projects building with Cardano. This is the complete opposite. This is really helping focus on getting these projects going down the right direction and really promoting these projects through visibility through this pilot program, right? Now, this is going to commence on March 17th. This is a 12-week program with the first batch of participants. And the application window actually opens today, I think yesterday, and closes on January 31st. So obviously, if you have a project building within Cardano and you want to participate in this, definitely make sure you apply because the final application decisions are going to be in February of 2025. Now, I know that some people don't necessarily agree with the Cardano Foundation. I'm kind of sitting back and watching everything going on within the ecosystem currently. But I think that anything that helps promote development, helps promoting, bring Cardano to the next, big part of its life cycle, that's a good thing. And one area that Cardano has always thrived in is development, right? And really what you need is you need one big thing that sets you apart from the rest of the industry. And it's great that, Cardano Foundation and IOG and all these different entities within Cardano help promote development in general, because the biggest thing you want is life within the ecosystem. Things are getting healthier over time. Now, the last big thing that we need is obviously this just big, big influx of daily active users within Cardano. And what I'll say about this is the same thing I've always said since all the way back in 2022, since I started covering Cardano. And that is that typically on-chain usage, DeFi usage happens later on in market cycles. Now, the good news is that we've entered the year following the halving. This is the year where we should see this big surge in terms of actual Cardano use. And like I said in my video the other day, I think that the introduction of a stable coin is going to be a very big thing that essentially brings Cardano online. People will not be able to be naysayers when it comes to Cardano anymore. They won't really have any reason. What can you say, right? Transaction fees are too high? Nope. Got too much downtime? Nope. Too many exploits? Nope. Cardano is actually one of the best built ecosystems in all of crypto, and I'm sure some people will argue the best built one. And really, those final pieces of the puzzle are what is really going to make this healthy ecosystem, basically one that can, run a 2-minute mile. So maybe that wasn't the best analogy, but these are some very exciting things that are going on right now. Eventually, there is going to be a point where this use of Cardano actually impacts ADA price in an even bigger way too. And I think that's one of the most enticing things when it comes to this. I lost my train of thought, but you guys get the point. But I appreciate you guys as always. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts. Have a great day. Show your love below. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.